Hi Taurus, welcome to your April 2022 monthly messages from Spirit Reading. This is your girl Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Taurus. This will not resonate with every Taurus that watches this message, and because this reading is general, not every single message may be for you, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else who needs to hear that message. And if this reading is not for you at all, Taurus, I highly suggest checking out your other signs and different placements. Hi, Cross Watchers. You're very welcome here if you're interested in a Taurus. Who wouldn't be? I'd like to remind Taurus and Cross Watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you feel the roles are flipped or reversed, and that's completely okay. You are more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. Now, for my subscribers, you may notice the change in camera angle. This is just something I'm trying out, having fun with. It's not going to be permanent. You will see me again, but just something to try for people who do want to take a look at the cards and see if they get any messages that they pick up on that, is specifically for them. So let's get on into this. This is a general reading that I'm providing for my Tauruses in regards to what's happening in April, and if something has happened, why has it happened, and if we can get any insight, clarity, healing, and guidance in regards to the month of April for my Tauruses. To any Taurus that's born or that has a birthday in the month of April, happy birthday, Taurus. I wish you a year of love, luck, prosperity, and abundance, and above all, happiness. Happy birthday. But for this message, I hope to give you insight, clarity in regards to your life in general in April, and this can impact any aspects of your life: love and romance, career and finances, spiritual evolution. Whatever Spirit would like to bring forward shall be said. And if you have any beings of the light that you would like to welcome into this space, specific angels, ancestors, spirit guides, maybe even passed down loved ones, you are welcome to ask them to join us here now. So let's go ahead and get this reading started, Taurus. I will be using my sound bowl to clear and set the energy as always. So if you are listening to this using headphones or the volume's kind of loud right now, I do suggest turning it down a little bit just for this part because I don't want your ears to hurt. So let's get this started. All right, well, one message came through very clearly for someone out there was that everything is going to be okay. And it feels like it's coming from a place where someone may be frustrated with a certain goal, with a certain relationship that isn't unfolding the way someone really hoped it to, the way the outcome that someone envisioned it to be. But Taurus, I feel that whoever, one of your spirit guides came through to say that everything's going to be okay. Like I felt a handprint on my heart almost. And it's almost as if to calm your stress, to calm your worries, to calm your fears around something you're worried about not achieving, not having. That's coming from a place of lack that is not meant for you, Taurus. If something hasn't happened the way you thought it would, two things. Either you're being protected from something that isn't meant for you, but for most of you, it just wasn't the right time, not because you're not doing anything correctly. Certain things in the background have to be worked out before it can arrive to you in the form that it's at its highest potential. And some of you just need to know that. And this could be, certain people that need to be kind of put out of the way so when this can come through into your life. Certain people are doing their own healing in order to align with you, Taurus, certain things like that. But, regardless of what you're going through, the stress or the anxieties or just, certain worries, small or big, everything's going to be okay. So that's just a message for someone out there. Let's go ahead and see what the cards have to say for my Taurians in April. What do you need to know about April? Woohoo! I love this. Phoenix energy. And fire energy, some of you could have strong fire in your chart, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Doesn't have to be the case. You guys are just, it says, be prepared to be renewed after a period of crisis. So what this is telling me, Taurus, anything you've lost, not only are you going to gain it back in a different form, but it's going to be so much better for you. I don't know, maybe some of you went through a breakup. Some of you went through, a job loss. Some of you have gone through, worrying about, financial assets. Money hasn't been pouring in the way it used to. Taurus, in some sort of way, there had to have been some sort of cleansing in your life. Maybe certain people or situations or patterns that you were holding on to that Spirit finally intervened and said, no, Taurus, you can't hold on to this for any longer. I won't let you. It's not developing you. It's not, healing you. It's not uplifting you. So I will do the removal for it. I feel for a lot of you, maybe you went through recently a tower moment, a realization about someone, your life, what you have or have not been doing. And it's kind of left you a little bit shaken in some way. But April, if anything falls, it's meant to be rebuilt again into something stronger, into something more prosperous, more abundant. And Taurus, you're coming out of this. You will in April. You'll rise from the ashes. And I think for a lot of people who know your story, who are still around, they're going to be inspired by you, how strong you are. Despite everything you've been through in your life, with the Phoenix energy, I feel a lot of you resonate with the Phoenix as being your totem animal, or you've been seeing Phoenixes around lately, stories of the Phoenix, whatever it is. The Phoenix energy is for people who have not had it easy, who have had things working against them, maybe from the beginning of life or just very, very recently. But Taurus, you will be fine, and you'll be more than fine. You will be abundant. You will be powerful. You will be prosperous. And some of you are already starting to see that light again. Certain people who are seeking out to give you an opportunity to reach out to you, to want to get to know you. Whatever is being replaced in your life, it feels like a replacement here. That is what's going to lead you to your happiness that you didn't think you could have without the thing you lost. But Spirit is showing you through this card that absolutely, Taurus, you're going to shine. You're going to shine brightly, and those who disrespected you, those who dishonored you, those who didn't believe you are going to be left shook to the bone, to the core, because you're going to prove them exactly wrong and how much you can achieve, how much you can succeed. This is like a comeback, Taurus, for you in the month of April, whether you're experiencing this now or you soon will after losing something in April. Wow. Okay, let's keep going. Powerful energy straight off the bat for my Taurians here. Maybe whatever is like you're losing in Aries season is preparing you for what you're going to gain in Taurus season. Tell me about this energy. Even I feel, Taurus, that your haters don't even have a lot of negative things to say about you. They try to, they want to, but truly, I don't know, the way people talk about you, you're just that person who has been through it all and who makes it out every single time. And even if there are people who want your downfall, it can't happen. You are the person that is always meant to make it through every single thing that has gone awry, that has been lost, that has been chaotic. That is a part of your life path and your life journey, is to be the conqueror almost. And I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but anything that's been destroyed, you will rebuild and you will gain and you will enhance. That is always meant for you. And Taurus, you're just a strong, strong person. You need to know that. I do feel like a lot of you already know that, but don't give yourself enough credit. Tell me more. Especially if you've been through something very recently that's shaken you up a bit. Okay, so Spirit. 3 cards turned over for you there. Let's stick to 1 card for there we go. Beautiful. Algaes. Wow. And please let me know if I'm pronouncing any of these rune names incorrectly in the comment box. I would like to know the correct pronunciation. But algaes, let's see what it says. It says, protection, a shield, the protective urge to shelter oneself or others, defense, warding off evil, shield, guardian, connection with the gods, awakening, higher life. Whoa, Taurus. Anything you lost was honestly protection. Any rejection was protection. Any sort of, someone not providing you what you needed, they couldn't, Taurus. Simple as that. They didn't have the tools. They didn't have the resources. And honestly, if they did, I don't think it would have even propelled you on to where you're supposed to be in life. And if you were to go down that road, if they did welcome you with open arms and give this a chance, I think it would have fallen apart. It feels for some of you very strongly a relationship, whether that was romantic or friendship, whatever. Some of you are still really struggling with the loss of that person, or that person not being able to be the person you hoped they would be. It almost feels like someone made you feel like they betrayed you or led you on or misled you or you just hurt you. Taurus, I do feel that confident enough to say that's a karmic relationship. And what karmic relationships are certain people we have to meet in this lifetime that we have past karmic debt with, or that we have something unresolved within us that is being held by the ego. By meeting this person, it's meant to show us our true selves. It's meant to show us a part of ourselves that we left buried, neglected. And that's what this person, in some way, whether, the experience overall was pretty negative, they have made you stronger. They have made you wiser, more discerning, more protective of yourself and your energy and what you will allow in your space and your psyche. I do kind of get this energy of some of my Taurians here are very empathic, and you let people in because you trust them. You generally believe in the good of people. Or even if that's not so much the case, it's just specifically with that one person. For some reason, you kind of gave them the benefit of the doubt and they showed you who they were, which has kind of shattered your idea of them, right? But I think moving forward, Taurus, this person will not hurt you again. What has been done has been done. What has been lost has been lost. But I promise it was meant to be lost. It was meant to be broken. It was meant to be destroyed, because you're meant to build something now with the energy that you have, with the strength that you have, something that will be protected, that won't, collapse at the moment of, some sort of situation that threatens its security. That's not meant to happen moving forward now, Taurus. And this is preparing you for moving towards the things that will be protected by the universe for you. Goals, relationships, jobs, and even for others of you, what was lost is meant to redirect you more on your path, especially those that kind of had a gut feeling about doing a certain job that, you weren't passionate about, being in a relationship that, the passion faded. It feels a lot like a spark was lost, but like someone didn't really want to come to full terms with that, thinking that it will be reignited again, but it didn't. It dimmed and it flatlined. And Taurus, this was just meant for you to respark something better and newer into your life. So a lot of you are being led to that new spark, that new inspiration, that new project or person that will light that fire within you again. That job, that lifestyle, even for some of you. I think you're kind of realizing some certain patterns you've carried on with you that have been carried for too long. Negativity or, people pleasing or, whatever it is. This is general. That is finally collapsing. And with this new development, this new mindset, this new you that you're building, it's not going to collapse again. Amazing. The A is really resonating with me. Someone could have a first, middle, last, and initial with the letter A. Someone's name could end in A. This is powerful, Taurus. I'm even hearing that Kelly Clarkson song, who's also a Taurus, Stronger. I don't know if that song resonates with anyone. Maybe listen to it. It'll give you that hype again. But yeah, you're stronger now, Taurus. You really are. And some of you are still just going through the rebuilding of it all, but you'll see, you'll look back on this month, you'll look back what you went through and see in some sort of way, even it being a blessing in disguise, that redirection. Wow. Oh, I love this. Number 35, divine potential. You know, some of you have a life purpose of being a light worker, of being a healer. And for those of you that, you know, were stuck in a 9-to-5, were stuck doing, you know, base level things that weren't feeding your soul, and, you know, you either quit or lost your job, I promise, Taurus, you did it for a reason. You know, or even that happened to you for a reason. And it was to redirect to your purpose. You have unlimited divine potential within you, and some of you are just unlocking that. Some of you have always tapped into it during those times of crisis, during those times of needs, and this time is no different. You're gifted spiritually. You do have that power and that influence to light up a room, to lift the energy collectively, and now it's time to do that for yourself. And it says, fulfill your destiny. Be all you can be. Yeah, so Taurus, I promise, I know I keep saying this, but when Spirit asks me to repeat messages, it's truly so it can be ingrained in someone's awareness and consciousness. This was a part of your path. This was a part of your destiny. The buildup, the breakdown, the removal, that was all meant for you to be redirected. And, you know, I feel like the stories we hear of the most famous people that have achieved, you know, a lot of admirable things, you know, they always had a story of struggle. They always had a story of, you know, not having the tools they needed, but got them, built them, found them, used them to make something better for themselves. And I feel that's going to be a similar story about your life, Taurus, of what people do remember about you. Being the phoenix. When a lot of people would have just fell, you know, folded, a lot of people would just dive into lower vibrations and stay there, pissed at the world, angry at the world, cursing at the world. That's not you. That's not you at all. And although that energy can be tempting, we all get tempted by it as we are human beings, you lift yourself back up again, where there's just an energy and, you know, almost a guardian too with this Algi's card here. That is telling me, like, you have a guardian angel, you do have a protector, and although it seems at times that they're absent, it's not the case. There's universal contracts that's holding them to their duty of letting things fall so they can be a part of you reestablishing, rebuilding, and regrowing. But a lot of you, I don't know, may be aware of this guardian angel, or some of you are just coming into communication with this angel. I promise, Taurus, after this video, if you need proof of it, ask for a sign. Ask for a sign and you'll see it. Number synchronicity, you know, a little certain voice that you hear within you, or that you hear outside in a conversation, and a song that resonates with your heart and your soul. Those are messages coming through by that guardian. But you have, for a lot of you, you have a purpose in divinity. You have a purpose in being a healer, being a light worker. And that doesn't have to mean like you have to be a tarot reader per se. You could just have a podcast. You could be someone that's in a position to share your story, to teach, to heal, in whatever way resonates with your soul the best. You are meant to uplift humanity. You're meant to uplift the community by what you do in this. And maybe it took a redirection for you to tap into that skill, to tap into that potential. All right, let's see what the tarot has to say. All right, there we go. Strength. I love this. Yeah, Leo energy. Some of you have Leo in your chart. Does not have to be the case in order for this reading to resonate. Yeah, I feel that some of you may have doubted your strength, or may feel like you're losing strength, and Spirit's just going to show you something that is going to give you hope again. Or Taurus, for those of you that know you're strong as hell, you know, tapping back into that inner strength and that wisdom that has always carried you throughout this whole lifetime you've had. I mean, honestly, like I said, even your haters have some sort of admiration for you, that nothing can fully defeat you, nothing can fully keep you down, and that this is just a part of you to grow stronger and grow wiser. And this isn't just, you know, the Nine of Wands. This isn't just, you know, the Knight of Swords. This is the Strength card. This is a major arcana, which always tells me this is a major thing happening in your life, or, you know, a prominent month that is meant to change you or to evolve you in a certain way. And for this is to call on your courage, to call on your confidence when things are unshakable. You're meant to be unshakable in this. Let's keep going. I feel like some of you are thinking about getting a tattoo or a new tattoo. I don't know why that's coming through, but it will look great. And maybe it's a good time now. Maybe it has to do with spirituality. It has to do with your story. But here we have the Ace of Pentacles. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. And this is just hitting it on the head again, Taurus. Something new will replace what you've lost. And this is not just an idea. This is not just hope. This is something tangible. This is an offer that will come to you that will show you why this had to redirect. You know, an offer of a job, an offer of a new project. Hey, can you help me with this, Taurus? A seed to be planted that is meant to grow. And with the Ace of Pentacles, it's just the very beginning, right? And also with Pentacle energy, some tarot readers also agree with me on this, that, you know, what's the most valuable thing we can put into our life? Our energy, right? Our time. Those are things that can't, you know, have like a dollar value to it, that can't, you know, really be measured by some sort of financial gain. And with the Ace of Pentacles, for me as a reader, when I find this in my own readings, it always kind of shows or correlates to a blockage removal. You know, to an upgrade in your energy that will give you the means and the resources to produce and create what you want to create. That will give you, you know, an idea that will prove to be successful financially too. And if a lot of you are worried about finances or have been struggling with finances for the last few months, I think April's a time of that change. Someone giving you a loan, someone giving you a grant, someone giving you an opportunity that will help you turn your finances around. This feels more like mid to end April for someone who may be wondering. And if you've already had this, yeah, keep working at it. Trust this offer. It is meant to help rebuild. Beautiful energy coming through. Tell me more. King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. Beautiful. Yeah. By the end of the month, Taurus, you're going to feel secure. You're going to feel okay. Some of you resonate with the wolf totem energy, or you may be starting to see wolves at the end. Like, Taurus, your path was not an easy one, but it's not one that's traveled by a lot of people, but is meant uniquely for you. And where some people who don't have your soul, who don't have your strength, who don't have your courage, were to have gone through the things you've been through, they would have, again, crumbled and fell. And where that tower fell, they would let it be a pile of rubble. But you, Taurus, you're just gaining more from it than what you think you've lost. Again, like, I feel that there's going to be a turnaround for those of you that have been through this tower fall and you're not sure where you're going to land. You're going to be secure. You're going to be safe. And it's also trusting that with the Strength card, especially here, that you have the strength and the resources to get through whatever. You always have, you always will. This time around, it's not any different, right? And that's where this blessing of the Ace of Pentacles is coming in, Taurus. Showing Spirit that you are not the person to just fold under pressure, to just give in to your vices. There's a blessing coming in for you guys that is going to turn all of this around. And if it's a big or small, just the opportunity to rebuild is enough, because you guys, what you're building is going to be long lasting. It's going to be sturdy and stable. Bottom of the deck, the Three of Wands. Aries energy. Some of you have been wanting to try a new craft, a new hobby. A lot of you are, this is maybe in the beginning of April, you're starting to really pick yourself back up again, to see the possibilities, to look at the cup half full instead of half empty, and see where you can put your energy in. Let me tell you something, Taurus, absolutely put your energy into the things that inspire you, make you excited or passionate. That is meant for you. And I feel, again, with whatever was lost, it lost that passion, lost that spark, that desire. And Spirit wants you to live a life that's creative, that is full. But this is your comeback, Taurus. And the energy you've put in to rebuild, to grow, to manifest is going to be paid tenfold. Beautiful. All right, Taurus, so let's go ahead and pull one more card. And with this deck is going to be a blessing that I'll read from the book because it's so beautifully written. A blessing for your April, what Spirit wants to bring into your life, what wants to know that is protected. Any blessings that we could count on for my beautiful Taurians in the month of April, Spirit. Anything else that Taurus needs to know? A blessing on a friendship. Okay, yeah, so for some of you, it was an ending of a friendship, an ending of what you thought was reciprocated, what you thought was stable, has been a little bit shaky or has fallen apart. And maybe, Taurus, things were said by that person out of anger, out of ego, whatever that has stuck with you that is meant to be healed now. And maybe this could be a partnership, a business partnership. This could be the friendship you have with yourself and healing yourself. But let's go ahead and read that excerpt here. Number 14 breaks down to a 5, which is all about change, right? So let's see. It says, a blessing for a friendship where your best self is given permission to emerge and grow, and where mutual love is shared in good times and in bad. May your friendship be blessed with laughter, but never at the expense of the dignity of one of you. May your friendship be a delight to you both, a time of warmth and sharing, give and take, small offerings of what you have sent back and forth between you. May you be kind to each other and honest too. May you have the trust that true friendship needs to speak of things of the soul, and may there be loyalty one to the other without chains or obedience, but freely given. May there be affinities of the spirit, differences to exalt in, and if harsh thoughts or words enter in and blight the path of your companionship, may you pick them up as a stone in the road and move them out of your way. May there be closeness, but a bright and blessed space between you two. May you support each other's soul endeavors. May you breathe life to the fire of each other's dreams, and may there be moments of shared rapture with the simple things, the song you love most, the glory of dawn, the offering of meals, the breaking of bread, the warm circle of the arms of a friend which hold you while the world about you or within you is falling down. Let there be mutual care, and may your friendship endure amidst the inconsistencies of the world. Let your friendship have its seasons, but let it turn on and on, ever changing, ever returning, to the place where you find love for each other and greater love of self for knowing one another. Blessed be. Wow, that almost brought tears to my eyes, Taurus. I feel this is what you always sought, was a friend. Someone you could rely on, where you didn't feel like you had to do it all alone. Someone that could give and take and be reciprocated towards you. And I feel like for some of you, this tower moment or this loss was from someone you thought you had that with. And like I said about karma, Taurus, it was just a karmic contract. But I promise, with what has been paid, you've done your due. You've signed it off to the universe. And I feel that if there is someone coming into your life with this Ace of Pentacles, you know, this is someone you can trust. I don't know if it's a relationship as far as romance, but at the very least, a friend that reaches out to you or just wants to get to know you at work or wherever you find yourself. You're regaining that stability back. And for some of you, this is the relationship you have within yourself. Maybe you kind of are angry with yourself for having high hopes, for, you know, putting yourself out there and for not receiving what you thought you would. Again, Taurus, that has nothing to do with what you're worthy of. It has to do with how your path is unfolding, with what is meant for you at the right time it's meant to be at. And in the meantime, while you grow your strength, you grow your bond, your dreams are becoming fruitful, create that relationship and that stability within yourself to always trust in you, your abilities, your confidence, your strength to make it through anything. Taurus, I really hope that you have enjoyed this reading. I hope it has given you clarity, insight, healing, and guidance in regards to what's happening in April for you. If it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Taurus, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Taurus.